Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here from QBKing77.com, here talking about Google's latest announcement, a new platform called Android Wear. Essentially what it is an operating system based off of Android that's tweaked and made for smartwatches. So as you can see, I'm wearing a watch myself. I actually do wear watches all the time. I don't have a smartwatch myself, actually. Believe it or not, I don't own one. I know right now there's a Galaxy Gear out, there's Pebble, there's various smartwatches that are out there, but I believe what Google's trying to do with their new Android Wear project is to improve upon various aspects of these watches and also improve upon the style. Personally, I have not been a fan of the Galaxy Gear or the Pebble's style. Now, Google has actually already released an early developer preview for developers to start tweaking with it. Essentially, I believe what they want to do is developers can then integrate the notification system into their app so they can send notifications from their phone to your watch, so you can have specific app notifications on your watch, relevant ones of course. They have said that they have two main goals with the Android Wear project. One is to provide relevant information, keyword relevant, and also the ability to speak to the device. When I say relevant information, they kind of want to introduce Google Now, where it always shows up the weather, maybe various stocks, whose birthday it is, just all relevant information depending on how you want to tweak it, certain sports scores if you have a sports team you like, etc. And then with that relevant information, they also want you to be able to interact with it in a sense of if you get a text message, it's going to send to your wrist, you can read it, you can actually reply to it, you could say reply, and then send it to whoever, whatever message you want to say. So when you can also have OK Google as a command, and you can do Google searches, say OK Google, what's the weather like today, and then it'll load up the weather without you having to reach in your pocket, pull out your phone, and look at your watch. It's actually kind of amusing because 2 years ago at CES, a lot of people kept asking me what's the newest technology, because at CES people are always showing off new technology. And my honest opinion was I feel like eventually smartwatches are going to become more and more popular. It took a little bit longer than I thought, but I believe this Android Wear project is really going to kickstart tech watches. I wasn't a big fan of the Pebble. Honestly, that was out when I was back at CES, and I didn't like the feel, I didn't like the look, so I never got one. Also, the Galaxy Gear as well, just not for me, I guess, especially style-wise, just not for me. So like all other Google software projects, they need to go ahead and partner with OEMs and manufacturers to get these products out. Of course, they don't make hardware themselves, so what they need to do is find other OEMs to partner with. So what they have gone ahead and done is released who's actually planning on coming out with certain devices. So who's on board would be Asus, LG, Motorola, Samsung, and HTC as OEMs. So you can see all of these different branded watches. It'll be interesting to see if these companies release it with the stock Android Wear operating system, or if they're going to make their specific tweaks such as TouchWiz or Moto Blur or whatever they call it now, and then just HTC's overlay Sense. So we'll see if they have overlays or if they're just going to stick to the Android Wear platform as an OEM. Also, you need chips. So with chipsets, you got Broadcom, MediaTek, Intel, and Qualcomm, so some pretty big names in I guess the chips of the various devices. So you got that, and also they've announced that they're partnering with Fossil, which is the watch company Fossil, of course, so they got other styles there. Now when it comes to style, there are actually already two devices that have been announced, one by Motorola, one by LG. The Moto 360 is the Android Wear watch from Motorola, and then the LG G watch is the other device. I'll throw up some pictures. The Motorola one has a circular face, and the LG G watch has a square face. Personally, I'm not a fan of square faces on watches at all, so I don't think I would ever buy a square-faced watch. That's just me. It's nice that we have options though. Some people like them, some people don't. I'm a fan of circle-faced watches, so the Moto 360 definitely appeals to me more. It looks great. Honestly, I do like the look of it. I know some people have expressed their concerns with the look of it, but I personally do like the look. I feel like it could go well with my style. I know it sounds odd, but when you wear an accessory like a watch, it's kind of showing off your personality and your style. So what you want to see is lots of different options, which I believe we're going to get with Android Wear, where all of these manufacturers are going to put out various styles, square faces, circular, different colors, different designs, and it's going to be great, honestly. I'm a big fan of watches, more classical watches, not necessarily any of the smartwatches, but now that they're coming out with smartwatches, I'm definitely going to be getting into it more. I'm really looking forward to it. You'll have to let me know if you guys are. I'm actually going to run a poll on my website, so please go vote in it and let me know if you think you're going to get an Android Wear device, or if you're not, it doesn't interest you at all. Go ahead and click on the link in the description, check out that poll. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you could subscribe to me, that'd be great. I'm actually getting close to 100,000 subscribers. I am super excited, so if you could subscribe to me, I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I already posted some pictures about it, been talking to some people about it, so check me out there. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.